When we are fixed in the external consciousness and perceive things with the external senses, we treat material objects as solid. We do not see that they are actually energy that has been condensed to appear solid to us, while in fact they are a form of energy. Western scientists, however, for the last 90 to 100 years at least, have understood that matter is not real and that it is energy. More recently, scientists are beginning to discover that energy is actually a form of consciousness. What does all this have to do with how we perceive our lives? To the extent that we treat matter as real and solid, we do not undertake to see behind this apparent solidity to the interplay of vibratory forces that is actually taking place. We know that certain audible vibrations, such as certain notes expressed by certain opera singers, can shatter glass. We thus know that sound vibrations interact with material objects in a way that can break down the integrity of the object itself. Similarly, lasers, a concentrated form of light energy, can break down material forms, and they are now widely used in medicine to break up obstructions or even tumorous material in the body. Shamanic practitioners, and some who engage in vision quests or utilize entheogenic, psychoactive substances, frequently report seeing the energetic patterns of the material substances, seeing their vibrations, and seeing the interchange of vibrations between beings and substances in their external environment. They can actually see the trees breathing and sending out energies, and see lines of force radiating from everything. Those with psychic sensitivity can frequently see the aura that radiates around others and around material objects, and can sense the impact of those energies as they meet, and either work to enhance or oppose the action of other energies. There are numerous accounts of yogis or practitioners of the occult sciences being able to perceive, manipulate, and change vibrational patterns, and thereby effectuate results that elude the understanding of the material mind. Paramahansa Yogananda, in his book Autobiography of a Yogi, recounts events of materialization of fruits, scents, vibhuti ash, etc., by those who had gained insight and power of action in certain manipulation of the vibrational forces that lead to the formation of material objects. All of this is a preliminary basis for understanding the play of vibrations that takes place constantly within and around us as we interact with other beings, objects, and forces that are active in our lives, in many cases without our observing or understanding them. There are not only vibrations of manifestation, but also those that cause dissolution. Each successive stage of consciousness vibrates at a different frequency, so that not only can there be dissonant vibrations occurring within one sphere, but vibrations from other spheres of activity can interact with and modify the other spheres. Thus, the advent of the vital plane into the material existence had serious consequences, some of which were disruptive to the status quo of the material plane. Also, the vital had conflicting drives or forces that interacted with one another, some to enhance, some to oppose the action of the other. When the mental vibrational field activated, it too had serious consequences, not only for creating opposing vibrations on the mental plane, but also for the impact these have on the vital and physical planes. Thus, they are all in a state of disharmony and imbalance until set right. We may recognize something of this process in the creation of symphony orchestras. Each of the instruments makes different vibrational patterns and sounds, and some play in different ranges of vibration or scales. Without guidance, the sound can be disharmonious, and extremely disturbing. The role of the composer, and then the conductor, is to bring harmony to the vibrations expressed by the various instruments to make music. A similar process is at work with the sequential expression of higher forms of consciousness, vibrating at increasing levels of coherence. Eventually, the disharmonies and imbalances caused by the action of the physical, vital, and mental forces at work and interacting with one another have to be brought into a state of balance and harmony, which can occur as the spiritual force intervenes and brings a vision of an understanding of the greater harmony and how it is to be created. The mother observes, quote, "For my consciousness, the whole life upon earth, including the human life and all its mentality, is a mass of vibrations, mostly vibrations of falsehood, ignorance, and disorder, in which are more and more at work vibrations of truth and harmony, coming from the higher regions and pushing their way through the resistance." End quote. Reference, Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, The Hidden Forces of Life, Chapter 8, Life, a Mass of Vibrations, page 177.